Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. At the end of the last one, we had something weird going on with Ymir over here. After looking up his quest line, I believe it was maybe a bug, or maybe it's just random chance. But anyways, I think it's a good thing that we didn't go further down into there, and because I'm not sure if it would have messed something up. There was no clear evidence to me that it would have or would not have. On top of that, I then looked up how we get to the area of the map that we haven't been able to get to, which is up here. Um, and I probably wouldn't have figured it out. Maybe if you gave me enough time, because essentially you have to use a gesture in the right place, right? And I think just like the order of how I found things made it kind of hard to actually, for me to actually have a chance to discover it. Because I think I found the gesture later after I found the area. So essentially, where it's at is at this shadow backkeep, which makes sense, right? Because there's this giant wall blocking you. Um, but we made it here pretty early on, like a long, long time ago. We had been here. We just never fought the boss. We did eventually fight the boss a little bit ago. But anyways, there was a room that gave us an item, which I believe was just a Erdtree blessing. But there was, and this is maybe what should have given me a hint. There's a developer message in here. Have mercy for their spirited away shamans. You know, now that I read it again, that doesn't really help. I think I assumed that this was gonna. I think I remember I said that this was gonna be like a shaman village or something up here, because this is kind of where it leads to. But since we never found any shamans, I'm now guessing that this is maybe the shaman village. But anyways, what you gotta do is you gotta walk up to this statue, and we gotta use the gesture that we got. I'll show you where we got. Actually, yeah, I'll show you where we got it first. We got it. I think it was right around here in this area. There was like a statue, and I think it gave us a book, possibly. Don't remember exactly what else was there. But anyways, it gave us the gesture, "Oh Mother." I marked this place because there was a snake skin here that never... Like, we never saw any giant snakes, so I'm not really sure why there was a snake skin there. But anyways, it gave us the gesture, "Oh Mother." We gotta find this one right here. Supposedly, if we use it in here, it should let us through. Good thing that actually worked, because if it didn't work, I wouldn't have known what to do. But anyways, yeah, I don't know if I would have figured it out. That message is not particularly useful. It's also weird because the message is pointing that way. If it was pointing that way, it would have maybe been more obvious to me that I needed to do something here. But like I said earlier, I found the gesture way after coming here, and I totally forgot about this message even existing because I got here so early. So it was very unlikely I was going to figure that out without just like tediously exploring every single inch of the map that I had already been to. But anyways, this should take us to this area here, which now means we can go to these ruins. I kind of wanted, yeah, okay, I kind of wanted to get the grace, yeah, assuming that there was a grace real quick. And then we're gonna go finish up the area we were doing last time first. And then we'll come back here, and this will be, I guess, the last area that we really have to explore. There is quite a bit here. Because if this is like a shaman village, this might take us a little bit of time. And then we gotta make it all the way to these ruins. I don't know if there's gonna be like stuff off to the side or not. Like here's like a crater. There could be like a falling star beast or something there. Or a new version of a falling star beast. I also see that immediately we can apparently summon here. The hinterland. Obviously, that in German just means behind land. Let's get this little... Oh no, that area is too big. I'm not gonna run around here right now. I was gonna explore just that little small part. But let's finish up what we were doing over here. We want to go here and get down to this building. Oh, I totally forgot. I keep forgetting about this zone. Luckily, I marked it because I would just forget that I didn't explore any of that yet. That's what the markers are for. So anyways, we're going back to these Rao ruins to finish up. We have this part that goes to like this little... I don't even know what to call it. Like almost a Roman looking building. And then we also have this boss fight up here for the Church of the Bud. And then we have this stuff, which seems to be related to maybe the Church of the Bud as well, going that way. Should we kill the big golem dude again? Probably. Just waiting for him to shoot. Okay, he just hit the ground, huh? I don't know if he'll bother us as we try and explore this area, so I'm just gonna go fight him, I guess. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? That's actually a big mistake. You can see my... Can you see the FPS? No, I guess you can't see the FPS. I forgot to restart my computer today before stream. And my FPS is like 20 lower than it normally would be. So that's a big mistake. Maybe, I mean, you could probably see it, like, visually, but you can't see the actual number like I can. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit framey. Maybe after this episode, I'll end the stream and restart my computer. That seems like... Because today's probably just going to be exploring. I guess I won't do the boss fights. The boss fights are what I'm more concerned about for FPS and stuff. I should have walked around a little bit before. I just didn't really think about it. I would have quickly discovered that the FPS didn't look right. But yeah, we'll try and make it through exploring like this. Does it look that bad? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Maybe it looks worse for me than it looks for you. Which doesn't really make sense, but maybe it does. Maybe shouldn't have gone around the backside of that rock. That wasn't my greatest decision ever. Okay, there is a stake here, so that means there's gonna be a difficult fight in this area. Or at least a challenging encounter. They don't always use stakes just for like bosses and mini bosses. Sometimes it's like... But I assume it's whatever's over there. But sometimes it's like, oh, this area is annoying and has a lot of enemies and stuff, so we give you a stake to get through it. Shadow rune, huh? Just trying to see if there's anything in this area before we drop down. Whoa, almost walked off the cliff there. Can we see what that is? It's like a... It looks like slug-esque. I don't know, it's hard to tell from over here. It is moving. I doubt that these guys were gonna just like throw stuff at me. Oh, it's another divine beast. Okay, so this might advance. I haven't talked to the Horn Scent Grand Dam in a while. But this could, in theory, advance her quest. Okay, we can summon down here. What do I want? Probably just Tish still? I think we fight first. Oh, I forgot the rainbow stones are on here. Probably don't need those. Maybe go for some damage here. Drink this and then let's go. Before my stuff runs out. Okay, yeah, it's another dancing lion. Okay. That was bad. Please don't push Tish off the cliff. That would be obnoxious. Okay. I should probably play a little bit better. It is definitely framey, though. I regret my decisions now. Oh my god, Tish, you actually hit the wall right there. So this fight is going horribly at the moment. Tish is just dying incredibly quickly, and we're not getting any damage done. Okay. There was another attack in there. Tish has missed every single time. That's so annoying. Wait, what is Tish fighting right now? Oh, there's basilisks? Oh, jeez. That's obnoxious. Oh, he's also spitting Petrify as well, not just the basilisk. Oh, I'm just dead, maybe? No, never mind, I got away. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Was not expecting the Petrify plus all the Basilisk summons. So we need something to make us a little bit more resistant to Petrify, because I feel like I didn't get hit by all that much of it. And built up the bar very quickly. So rather than having this, which stat affects Petrify? Is it focus? No. It's not robustness. Okay, here we go. It's vitality. So I think this is going to do more. Yeah. How much are we going to? It's only 140 more, but I mean, that's pretty good. That's... I think I forgot to press this earlier. That's what, like a 50% increase to what we had? So where's the fastest way to jump? Do not jump here, huh? You gotta get over there. Gosh dang it. You're just trying to block me. So let's get another attempt in here. I wouldn't say that the first attempt went particularly well, but it was fine. Maybe pick up our runes. I'm not that concerned with them, but try to play a little bit better. It is a little bit harder to fight with it being framey, unfortunately. I don't want to use it as an excuse, but it's really hard for me to see what moves this guy's doing because he's got so many particles. Oh, I rolled that. I don't agree. I swear I'm trying to roll these. Okay, Tish actually hit her thingamajig this time. If we could... I think if you could get under him here... Oh, that actually caught me. Okay, he's doing the thing. He's dying so quickly that this is actually going pretty well. Oh, I'm actually just dead. Ah, that fight was going so well. I tried to rush him. And I guess he canceled my heal there, which was unlucky. Because I just kind of tried to drink right in front of him. I was like, if I tank a hit, then it's fine. But apparently the hit that I tanked canceled my heal. And I did get health back, but that's because my bubble popped. That's unfortunate. I was just trying to... when I saw how much damage we were doing, I went with the strategy of... Maybe we could just kill him before we have to worry about the basilisks. Please don't do that, Tish. Don't jump off the cliff or something stupid. My runes are kind of hard to get here. Oh, I think I'm just going to fight and not worry about them. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, going for a jumping attack, not my greatest move. Oh, that's unfortunate. Last time we had so much more damage before we entered this. So I feel like, because of how it is, I should definitely just take out the basilisks. Because I have a lot of petrification resistance, although... really eating my words on that one. Oh, really? You knocked me out of killing that basilisk? That's terrible news. Oh, he caught me. My bubble saves me here, I think? Yes, it does. Okay, I think he's no longer in the petrification thing. Oh, that was going for me, apparently. Oh, that's a tornado. Alright. We were in a really good spot here, right? Ow. Actually kind of have the chance to... Oh, I remember hating the ice the most. Oh my god, I just missed that dodge. Oh, no. I'm okay still. It's still fine. Lightning. Damage. Okay, we got him. Divine Beast Tornado. That was cool. It's not too awfully framey. My computer's doing alright, but I do think it's a little bit lower FPS than it could be. We need faith. Summons a storm that launches a forward tornado. I think that's the move where I said tornado. The Tempest of the Dancing Lion, wielded as an incantation. A whirlwind-like twist of the body summons a storm, launching a tornado forward. Charging enhances potency. The majority of divine beasts were gored and hung upon Mesmer's spears, then burned in his flame. Those who witnessed the deed likened it to a funeral pyre for the tower itself. Alright, so let's explore this little area real quick. Make sure... Didn't appear like there was a whole lot around here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that first Divine Beast did not have the Death Rot, right? So just this one did. And it seemed to be guaranteed to go into the Death Rot phase. Right off the bat. Just like I think the first one was guaranteed to go into the Wind phase right off the bat. I would expect there to be something else here, though. It was a lot of runes. I guess it gets you down to here, maybe? Which is that place that you could teleport to from the Belfry? Yeah, you could definitely make that. I'm not seeing anything around the edge. I don't feel like I noticed anything in here either. Am I missing something, or is that really it? I think that's really it. Well, let's jump onto that area. I know there's a horn scent guy. Can't really see him through the mist. I'm trying to wipe off my screen, but I think that's just how bright it is over there. Make sure this is the same area that I think it is. We could summon again. Might as well fight this guy real quick. We're a lot stronger than the first time we saw him. Oh, he did not come back down, huh? I guess Teach is just gonna pretty much solo him because I just would like to not die. It does appear to be farmable, but maybe just for smithing stones. I don't know if you can get the rest of his gear. So I don't remember there being a whole lot on this island. Obviously, we didn't have the map at the time. There was a statue back here that gave us something. Probably check under these waterfalls real quick too, but I think I did that when we were here the first time. I don't remember what the statue gave us. Maybe like a cookbook or something? Doesn't appear to be an illusory wall. Anything over here? Pretty sure I searched all of this. Yeah, I'm gonna say I searched all of this. So, because I don't particularly want to do bosses right now, I think we're gonna go down here next. Let's get rid of this marker. We'll go down here, see if we can finish this up. And then the other thing we have to do is go back here. So we'll see if we can finish this area up right now or not. It looks kind of big, but if there's not a whole lot there... I would expect there to be something though, right? Because it's kind of... It's like a thin path that leads you to a big open area. There's got to be something there. Oh, we probably don't need this anymore. Let's get back the mana regen then, shall we? And I guess we'll fight. I started using spells against these guys a lot. Oh, he's gonna live. Oh my. Still hit me a little bit, but... They make quite the noises, huh? So, I mean, we kind of came through here. So I don't really need to go back up there. Because I remember we found like a little secret path. What was that? Oh, that's just an eagle. Just trying to figure out if that was a grave bird or not. So, oh, I'm in combat apparently? Oh, maybe I'm in combat with you, but you don't really look like you're in combat with me. Still in combat, huh? I just wanted to get rid of the marker, but whatever. I also kind of wanted to see where this direction is. I assume it's kind of under where we were before. A lot of grave birds. Oh, is this finally going to be the last grave bird piece of armor? You're real. Looks like it might be the last piece of grave bird armor. Neither of these are real. Gravebird's black quill armor. Were we really missing the chest piece? I thought we already had the chest piece. Ooh, I also think I hear a scarab. Check that out in just a minute. We had the original Gravebird thing, but... Stone armor with a tinge of green, one of a set of armor pieces cast in the image of the Gravebird, featuring a cape of black deathbird feathers. It enhances jumping attacks. Gravebirds are ancient golems created to guard the spirit graves, built where all manners of death ultimately drift. What does this look like? It doesn't really look particularly good. What did we have on? Was it still this? I think it was still this. Okay, I see it, but it's too far away. We'll have to get down there before we can actually attack that. No other gravebirds around here that are actually alive? Nothing in here. Okay, we did actually get out of combat at some point. No idea who the game thought we were fighting, but... Wow, he outranges me, huh? This is annoying. Oh, I'm just dead. But they can spam that spell so fast that it's very hard for me to do anything about that. Like, there's no time to heal. I don't really have anything to hide behind, so I guess I need to take it from a different angle. I do realize I just dropped a whole bunch of runes. Wasn't I leveling something up? I think I was leveling up strength. Guess we'll kill these guys. Ah. But we shouldn't have to kill the grave birds again. Except I guess this one that's out in the middle of nowhere. Anything in this tower? Okay, so we just gotta be smart how we actually fight these guys. Because cover is gonna be really effective. Uh-oh. What? You actually lived. Probably use a mana potion just because we're going to likely get more back from killing all these guys. Yep, there's our mana potion back. So, before we get our runes back, we might as well kill these guys, but I think killing them from up here might be effective. Wow, he actually got off another shot while I was out of his sight. Okay, let's go grab those runes just because it's like... Wait, I got 50k just for killing those few enemies? Man. But this is 320k. Alright, so it looks like we got a cave over there, huh? Start with the cave then. Ooh, a shiny pot, dude. Ooh. Well, guess I'm poisoned then. Antiquity Scholars Cook. I kind of expected this to maybe be a secret, but I guess not. Yeah, we just gotta watch our health a little bit because we're now poisoned. But what do we got? Fire Spirit Stone. Those were the things that they were throwing up these things right here. How do you make those? Kind of expensive. So where exactly was that? Oh, it was right here. That's where the grave birds were at. Hey, there's the other scarab in the background as well. Let's continue up here a little bit. I think this is just a dead end. Alright, let's go down. Ooh, an item. How do I get you? Okay, they're giving us anti-scarlet rot technology. And then there's a horned warrior over there, huh? Let's see if we can get this scarab. What the heck? Well, there's something else that's gonna annoy me, but I'd rather get the scarab first. Okay, we got that. Ash of War poison flower blooms twice. Interesting. We'll have to... It's apparently... It looks like it gives poison affinity. Oh, he has the slow-moving one. Okay. We're gonna be fine on health. Poison affinity in the following skill. The poison flower blooms twice, conjures stingers of scarlet rot from below to stab the enemy, landing a follow-up attack on a foe already inflicted with poison or rot, deals massive damage in one fell swoop. So does it do rot or not, though? Usable on all melee armaments. What is melee? Oh, I didn't. I guess it's fine that I drank that. Didn't mean to do that, though. What does it count as melee, though? Are swords melee? Because I usually refer to swords as melee. I'm not actually sure what they count. Because it looks like a foot strike, which would lead me to believe that it was martial arts stuff, but then it didn't say martial arts, it said melee. Let's take care of this horned warrior, shall we? Okay. That's cool. Oh, there's a grace. Well, so now we're under here. The fact that there's a grace here leads me to believe that there's more to this area. It's not gonna be a simple little exploration, but who knows? Maybe they're just giving us a checkpoint. I mean, we have made it quite a distance. It's about it. Well, you think about it like it. That's the distance that we traveled to get to there. We've only gone about half of that right now. But I think there also wasn't really any graces between those two enemies. Or, there wasn't any enemies between those two graces, is what I was trying to say. Ravine North. Is there any point to this area up here? Is that a... Nope, I thought that was a forager brood. That is a goat in a tree. We're kind of under this overhang at the moment, so there could be something secret over here because we can't see this part of the map. Another collapsed tower. Just gotta be on the lookout for any enemies. Like, is that a dragon? Or a giant slime? I can't really tell. What are you? Trying to figure out if it gave me like a status ailment of some sort. Horn-strewn excrement. That's the first time we've ever found that item. Material used for crafting, found underfoot in places like forests where beasts dwell. It is said that the deadliest of the horned predators enjoyed the sport of hunting and devouring other horned creatures. Okay, so there's going to be a deadly horned creature around here somewhere. Oh, I didn't go to the Hornsend Grand Dam. I should write a note of that because I don't want to mess up our exploring right now. That way, if I forget, we could just do it next episode. There's not a lot around here except for that, though, huh? At least on this little plateau that's under this part. Which actually, it's not really... Maybe it is. Is because you can't look straight up. It's a little bit hard to tell, but... Okay. There's a giant bear. But we've seen giant bears like this before, right? That's nothing... I mean, maybe it's like a really difficult rune bear or something. I guess we'll figure out shortly. Oh, hello. Didn't realize that by taking a right here, I avoided all this nonsense. Let's get to work a little bit. I can't believe that didn't hit. Oh my gosh, you are tanky. Yeah, I'm starting to see why there was a grace. This spell, very good at shooting backwards, I will say. Torrent, not very good against the bear. I will say I was never particularly good at fighting the bears. I'm really hoping that he can't get up here. Yeah, I think we got ourselves a little safe spot. This guy is really strong, though. So my goal is going to be to hopefully not die and have to kill all these guys again. Oh, I ran out of mana. He might give me a potion back, though. Whoops. Kind of fired that into the ether. Okay, yeah, he did give potions back. He also gave like 10,000 runes. Makes sense. I didn't really want to fight that guy face to face. So we saw another, like, those scorpion mosquitoes or whatever as well off in the distance, which is just delightful. I think we saw those for the first time up around here, so I guess it makes sense that they could have ventured down here. Is there a building? What did I... Nope, that was a tree. He's hiding behind a tree. Of course he stops perfectly behind a tree while he doesn't know I'm here. Oh man, we got creepy scorpion area number 2. Wow. I swear, these scorpions are the luckiest creatures in the whole game. They're just like passively dodging my spells. Really? That one, like, ended inside his wing. But didn't count as hitting him. This one looks like it might be tougher. Never mind. Not tough. Okay, it gave us our mana potion back. So, trying to figure out why I would ever want to come here. So far, there's just big, scary predators and no meaningful rewards. Obviously, we still saw that one big bear. We'll go back and get him. But I'm dealing with the easier things, which is the scorpions. This area is ominous. You can see that they have like a gank set up with the scorpions. Oh, hello. About to maybe get some more potions here, so I guess I will. Okay, there's like a bunch of coffins. We did get another potion. I've said it multiple times. I really like that giving back potion mechanic, but in some cases I feel like it might be a little bit too strong. There's a guy pointing, or a bunch of those statues pointing to dungeons, which tells me there's going to be a dungeon coming up. Or, I guess, yes, a dungeon, but I think it's been... No, I guess it's always catacombs. I was going to say a jail, but it's always catacombs. But yeah, I think the potion mechanic might be a little bit strong, but I think it's a percent of how many max potions you have. Which might be the part that's too strong. I feel like if it only gave you 2 potions always, that would be plenty. But I feel like it gives like 4 for me. And if I'm missing a mana potion, it gives me 1 mana potion. And if I'm missing health potions, it can give me up to like 3 health potions. So I think it gives me 4 potions if it procs a single time. Look, I don't know why he wanted to fight me. I didn't choose that fight. He chose it. Oh, we got Vulgar Militia. Yeah, I should have expected that. There's been Vulgar Militia in front of every single catacomb as well. I think they're called Shadow Militia, though, in the DLC. Yeah, I do like this spell's ability to fire backwards like that. I don't think regular Glintstone Pebble can do that. Here, let's give it a try. Yeah, look at that. That's not useful at all. But this one, since it kind of fires off to the side and then it does its little turns, you can actually run away from things and hit them at the same time, which seems quite powerful. If I was better, I probably could have kited that bear for a while. Stop. Avert your gaze from me. I beg. Look away, Arg. So let's get the Grace in here. But then we need to finish up that area with the bear and stuff. Oh. Scorpion River Catacombs. Delightful. I'm gonna launch this. This has never been an illusory wall over there, but I have hopes and dreams that one day... I mean, it'd be a really difficult jump to make, I think, though. I'll check under the elevator later, especially since I'm going up right now. Then when I teleport into here, I can check. So anyways, I will put a mark here. We remember to come back to this catacomb, because we're definitely not going to be getting that done right now. So what exactly... look away. Like a Medusa-like mechanic, maybe? Oh, I guess we'll have to find out. So where's this going? Can't tell based off of the map. Although it seems to have gone nowhere. So this whole area seems to be for that catacombs, which if we know anything about catacombs, it could lead to a whole new area. But there's not really a lot of places that we haven't been, right? Unless there was like an area in this abyss right here, and it led to that, which is possible. Then I wouldn't expect... like, surely this isn't an area, these rocks out here. Yeah, I'm not really sure. It might just be a catacomb, which is okay as well. Not every catacomb has to lead you to the spooky woods, like the last one we did. Oh, hello. Did you get left behind? Oh, you got friends. Oh, I thought there was another Vulgar Militia over here, but it was just a poor little marmot. Okay, that still hit? That's wild. Tell you, this is the best spell of the game. It like shot up into the air as it missed its target, and then it came straight back down and got him. I really like this spell. Even though it's just like, it's essentially Glintstone Pebble 2.0, it's probably my favorite spell in the game. Sorry, Boars, I can't trust you to not attack me for no reason. So. There's a purple item here. Is there just one single... oh, maybe that other pile of poop had more points to pick stuff up. But is there just one bear around here? Hefty fetid pot. Haunted by the grotesque practice of his village of birth, he stuffed great pots with all manner of things. What does that mean? That's a poison pot. Fetid pot causes deadly poison. You need 3 of that horn-strewn excrement. Could be useful, but I doubt I will make use of it. I'm not a big poison guy. Yeah, this pile had 3 on it. Maybe I should mark this as like a resource. And then the other resource was like somewhere around here. If I ever want them, I guess it'd be good to know where to go. Surely there's not going to be anything down there, but we should look. So, I guess we got this whole area, and the bear was like somewhere over here. So there could be more bears very easily. Oh, is that more? Yes, it is. Guess it's not only those giant piles, then. Oh. So there's a giant red bear around here, huh? Might be a good idea then to take care of that other rune bear first. Just in case, while running away from the giant red bear, I run over to the rune bear. I think I see an item over there. Ooh. Gloried attire. Worn by Highland warriors made of sturdy leather and fastened by winding straps, the addition of animal pelt keeps the wearer warm. Highland warriors are known to be hunters of bears. To them, there is no act more glorious than the subjugation of a savage beast. Traditional garb. It's made from fabrics, both blue and red patterns. Okay, well, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be particularly strong armor, and I don't think it looks, just from the little picture, it doesn't look that amazing, so. Probably not what I'm gonna go for. So, that is another, this area is so big. Oh man, there's 2 rune bears here? There's an item in the middle of them. Huh. Use this to get you up and down. I don't really want to fight all these rune bears, not gonna lie to you. I do want that item. Oh. Wow. Well, that went about as horribly as it could have, I would say. They are so fast. Okay, we got one of the items. There's still 2 more. That's 2 items. That's 3 items. Okay. Oh my. I don't know how they're keeping up with Torrent. They're hitting each other, which is good. Oh, they just staggered one of them. Oh, right, they have ranged attacks as well. How much damage did they do to each other? Not that much. But maybe I could get some freebies. Okay, yep. No, it buffered another cast. Jesus. Their range is ridiculous. The real problem is Torrent is the one who's dying. It takes too long to cast. Okay, he just goes straight through the tree. Well, that sucks. I don't know how to get away from you. Okay. I think I'm just dead. Like I don't know how to deal with these guys. He stopped attacking for so long that I actually got away, kind of. Oh my gosh, they're so fast. Yeah, I don't want to fight these guys. It is too much. Oh, you could hit me there? Okay. You just get to fly and hit me, I guess. So the other question is, does this one that's scratching... So we're back down here. Does the scratching one have an item next to it? Like, we got some damage down on them, but I can't imagine that it's worth it. Unless I really want the materials. But I doubt that they drop anything special. The red bear, however, more likely to drop something special. Actually, probably guaranteed to drop something special. He is still upset. Do you have any items here, sir? That's a no. I'm leaving. So now I want to finish off the red bear before we end here. So... I have just no desire to fight those rune bears. Let's get all of our health potions and stuff back, and then let's go try and fight this red bear. I couldn't tell if there was an area to summon for this red bear. Last time he wasn't that hard because there was some summoning that we could do. But if there's no summoning, it might be considerably harder. We can get 1 level up. It's a little bit more damage for our weapon. At least that way I'll feel a little bit less bad if we lose all these runes. So now we're losing less than half of them. Pretty much just trying to get to level 200 because it sounds cool. I am still slightly concerned that maybe I missed an item somewhere around here. But I think I did a decent job of checking. I guess I didn't really check right here, did I? Sometimes I like to just run around and mash the gather button. You ever like wonder how I'm gathering stuff as I'm running around? It's just because I'm mashing the gather button. There is a summon. Okay. That's good. But yeah, I just run around mashing the gather button. Oh, it's nighttime. And there's a larval tear here. Nice find. I'm sure there's plenty of the larval tear spots I missed, especially since I don't like exploring at nighttime and I tend to change it to daytime. I actually realized when I went back to the Grace, I meant to change it to daytime, but I forgot. So against the bear, last time I used Hilda... I guess we'll try it again. Alright, what do we got going on here? Rugalea, the Great Red Bear. This guy's got some moves. He takes quite a bit of damage, though. Actually, the Rune Bear is almost at as much health as this guy. Oh. Those moves are quite deadly to Torrent. Gotta be careful. I could output a lot of damage with this magic if I just get like a second to do so. That sucks. This guy's just taking a whole bunch of fire damage while paying attention to me, though. Alright, I guess you just die. $210,000, huh? Roar of Rugalea. Is that an item, or what is that? It's an incantation. Oh, okay. Because you can't... The picture of the bear is so big, you can't see the little, like... Because all the spells are kind of written on, like, a piece of paper, right? That's how you know that they're spells. You could barely see the top of it on this. An incantation of what is jokingly called the Bear Communion. We've heard of the jokingly called Bear Communion before. Channels the power of Rugalea, the Great Red Bear. Transform oneself into a Great Red Bear and emit a mighty roar. Charging increases potency. An incantation that is more akin to the divine invocation of the Horn Scent than it is to the Dragon Communion. Only through desperate battle with the feral wild can one discover a god unique to oneself. Okay. I kind of took the cheesy way out there to do it with magic, but... You know, I kind of wanted to wrap up. And I would like to go fix my FPS issues before we... fight anything annoying. That guy could have maybe been difficult, but the last one, the last red bear we fought with swords. We still used our summon, but we did fight it with a sword. And it wasn't too bad, but this guy seemed... I don't know if the first one had those ground moves. That seemed pretty effective. So, what did we accomplish today, then? We finished up here, except for this boss. We finished... I'm gonna say finished Asterix, because I think I finished everything down here, but I didn't kill all those rune bears, because I didn't really want to. And we found this catacomb. So that's one more thing we need to do. We also got our way to the hinterland right here. So all we have left to explore is the catacomb. I mean, we kind of saw back here, there's like a tree or something. I assume that's not going to be much exploration. It's more about the boss. And then we got to explore back here. And we got to go back to Bale at some point, and we got to go to Mesmer at some point. But other than that, map's pretty well cleaned up now, huh? So what am I gonna do next time? We should decide now. Could do a catacomb. Catacomb sounds slightly annoying. So I'm kind of tempted to actually explore this area first. But then it's gonna be like pretty close to a boss rush. I don't know what happens after Mesmer. Because obviously we unlock that weird Shadow Keep or whatever. Or at least I think we do. Let's get another point in strength. I think it gives the same as Dex, but obviously strength is an OP stat, so you get defenses for building strength, which you don't get for Dex. So I guess we'll go with strength, and then we'll probably take 2 more points in strength when we can to get to level 200. Make it nice and even. We did not, however, find a blessing today. Or a fragment. Let's take stock on how many of those we have. Should be here. We have 0. Like I said, I think it's gonna take us 6 to get to 20, which I think is the max. The fact that we didn't find any today is very surprising to me. I think there's probably gonna be one after that Church of the Bud. But unless that's like 3 of them there, I'm starting to think that I missed some. And missing some is like, sometimes you just like are running through the wild and you find one. But most of the time when you find them, it's like an area that you probably missed, right? Which I guess is, it's different from the golden seeds, right? Because the golden seeds, obviously, we have a surplus of them, and you can't use anymore. I've used as many golden seeds as I can. But these, I think there's a finite amount that's exactly equal to the amount of upgrades that you could do. So it is a decent indicator of how much of the place you've explored. Whereas golden seeds, for all I know, I could still be missing a golden seed, and there's no way for me to really check. And then as far as the Revered Spirit Ash goes, I think we need 4 to do the upgrade, so that means we're missing 3. That's a lot of collectibles, quote-unquote, to be missing. When I feel like I've pretty much explored the entire map. But we'll see. You know, there's still, we talked about a few more things. I'm thinking that there's gonna be at least one here, but there could just be a stack of 3, right? They like to sometimes, in important, difficult to get to places, just give you a stack of them. So that could be 3. Catacombs might have Revered Spirit Ash, but not really known for having fragments. I would expect to probably get a fragment here somewhere, or maybe a couple. Maybe in this village or somewhere around here, this crater or something. And then could possibly, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Could possibly be some in here as well, or maybe some after Mesmer or something. But anyways, yeah, I think we're going to explore the hinterland next. We'll see what we can find here. I am going to hopefully restart my computer, and then maybe things will run a little bit smoothly, so we could also be ready to take on some bosses if we finish quickly next time. But anyways, that's going to do for this one. hopefully you enjoyed just some exploration today. Got some good stuff done. I guess we did fight two bosses, but they were kind of minor bosses. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.